Alrighty, what's up everybody? It is I, your hot and spicy tribal god of extreme, Peter Joseph here, for a hot Monday evening, getting close to Monday night video, June the 23rd, 2025. Thank you all for watching right here on the official Peter Joseph YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Joseph. Make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button down there in my pants. They're hot too. Trust me, hot pants. Hot pants, hot pants. So, subscribe to my channels down below in my pants. In the description box below. Do it now. And leave a comment on the video if you like. Share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Because it's hot too. Tap and slap that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss anything. Because if you do, you need to get thrown into the fiery pits of hell. And Satan will eat your soul. So please do not do that. And that's that. And if you're brand new here, well, welcome to the party, pal. Sit back, relax, grab yourself a nice, tasty drink. Sit back, relax, my friends, and enjoy the show. If you like it, great. You don't, go fuck yourself. And go on your dead channel where nobody cares about you. Or your posts. But I digress on that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, no really big intro. We got Monday Night Raw coming your way this evening at 8 o'clock. So, we got the final, semi-final matches in the King and Queen of the Ring. We got Jade Cargill taking on Roxanne Perez, Roxy, tonight. The winner of that match will face my first amazingly hot Asian wife, Asuka. Nobody is ready for Asuka, but you know what it is, my dick. But it is what it is. So, we'll see who faces Asuka for the Queen of the Ring crown. And if it does happen, but I'll get to that in a minute. And on the men's side, we got Cody! Cody, you bitch! Taking on the Yeet Man, Jay Uso, which should be the main event of the evening in your 2.5-hour cure for insomnia, which is Monday Night Raw. And we got some other things going on as well. But we'll get to that in a little bit. CM Punk is in the building. Let's see, what is it? Rebuttal to basically get out-punked and out-pipe-bombed by John Cena. We'll see what happens with that. Goldberg is in the building, so we're going to hear from Old Man Oldberg. Not that I give two fucks, but we'll see what Oldberg has to say for himself going into his match with Walter in a couple weeks at Saturday Night's Main Event. But like I said, a lot more to come. And that's that. But we got big news, ladies and gentlemen. Big news. Now, this has been going on since today. No changes as of right now. Now, with the whole thing with Iran and Israel and, the United States of America sticking her nose into other countries' business with so-called, not a war yet, but getting close to a possible war in the Middle East. With Iran, U.S. dropping bombs on Saturday night, Iran kind of retaliating, people getting stuck in other countries like Saudi Arabia and Qatar, not Qatar, because there's people that are setting up the ring for Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia, and they're stuck at the airport in Qatar. And now I think it was the FAA, the United Arab Emirates, the UAB, and I think Saudi Arabia and Qatar have stopped flights, except for charter flights, out of their country because of this fiasco going on in the Middle East. So now, the big news today is Night of Champions even going to happen. Well, as of right now, and I'm taking this from 411mania.com, this was about 20-some-odd minutes ago, the show is still on, ladies and gentlemen. Why? Don't know. I understand. I would be fine if the pay-per-view gets canceled altogether, or they move it to the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida, which I think is a great idea. But whatever Hunter and Nick Kidman want to do, we'll see what happens with that. All right, here's the update from PW Insider and Fightful Select. I'm taking this from 411mania.com, by the way. But anyway, as per PW Insider and Fightful Select, Night of Champions, amid the situation in the Middle East, PW Insider notes that members of the WWE staff have been in Saudi Arabia since not 2 weeks ago, June the 9th, and that more production staff have arrived since then and set up of the stage for Night of Champions for pretty much a week now. So basically the stage is almost not even, I don't even know if it's done or what's going to happen with it. But anyway, report goes on to note that there are 5 staff currently stuck in Qatar, like I mentioned before, as they were reportedly waiting for a connecting flight to Saudi Arabia after they landed in Qatar, and Fightful Select has also independently reported all that information. So as of this evening, now that was the update. Now I'm going back a little bit. As of this evening, Fightful Select notes that there have been government meetings in Saudi Arabia, and they were planning for the show to actually take place. Now the original story that came out earlier today was that WWE talent scheduled for this weekend's SmackDown, which is Friday night, and the week after, which is going to be taped Friday night, for the July 4th show, which is 2 hours, not 3, because 2 hours, going back to 2 hours next July 4th weekend. And Night of Champions events in Riyadh have reportedly not been informed of any changes to their travel plans, so as of right now, the show is going on. Whether that's a good idea or not, I think it's a pretty, if you got some BS going on in different countries, and this has happened before, I think, with Saudi Arabia, where there was some tension in Saudi Arabia, and remember, I think it was a couple of years ago, when they had the event, and then, a lot of people got stuck. I think it was in 2000, I forgot what year. They got, all the main people got stuck in Saudi Arabia because of something with the plane. Not the official WWE plane. I think, they just got stuck there, and nobody knew what the fuck was going on. So that's why they had, the B-level people on Raw and SmackDown. On Raw, really. But anyway, as of earlier the afternoon, talent are still expected to travel to Saudi Arabia pretty much by Wednesday via a charter plane. Now, charter flights, like I said before, are going to Saudi Arabia. So I think if they want to do the show, everybody's going to be taking a charter flight, not like a big, humongous WWE jet or something like that. Not a jet plane. According to Fightful Select, talent believe WWE is monitoring the situation, figuring things out, and also noted that specific bonuses for performing in Saudi Arabia shows are no longer common practice. So if you want to be on and go to Saudi Arabia and get that blood money from the Blood Prince, get on the show. I said compensation for these events is now typically included in the talent's overall contract. So if you don't want to go and get a bonus, you still, I don't even know what you get compensated somehow if you don't even want to go. But anyway, there are early arriving staff that, like I said, we got stuck in Qatar. That's basically the same thing I mentioned before. But really, nothing to report unless there's something said on Raw tonight. We'll have to see what happens with that. But I want to do a little quickie video about Night of Champions possibly, and I will put a question mark in the video so I don't clickbait, unlike certain people I know. But let me know your thoughts on Night of Champions possibly being canceled, being moved, maybe to the Performance Center. We don't know right now. I don't think we'll know tonight, maybe tomorrow. I hope we know by Wednesday at least, because everybody's going to be going there on charter flights. So if the show happens, I hope nothing really bad happens with the charter flights going over. You want to hear it like a plane got shot down or some shit like that, but that's not going to be really bad. But you know how WWE says the show must go on. The old Owen Hart incident with that show should have been canceled. The show should have ended right there, and then had finish off the matches on Monday Night Raw or or SmackDown. It's like fuck over the edge. But that's what WWE does. They love to entertain people, and when shit happens like something like this, or even in WrestleMania 37 when it poured like cats and dogs, and there was almost a delay of the start of WrestleMania because it was pouring like crazy, and they had to get the ring all dry, and everywhere you sat was pretty much wet. They were thinking of canceling WrestleMania. But that didn't happen, obviously. The show must go on, so I waited a little while, and then the skies opened, and, the sun came out, and WrestleMania 37 went on without a hitch. So, maybe it goes on without a hitch, and everybody gets there safe, gets back safe on Monday, pretty much on Sunday or Monday. But let me know what you guys think. I think, I think it's best for safety reasons to have it in the Performance Center, not in, the land of sand and, other countries bombing the living shit out of each other. But that's just me. I care about the safety of the men and women of the WWE and the superstars, the staff, the commentators, the referees, even the guy selling popcorn in the 15th row, I care about the wrestlers, and I care about the production people and the staff, the cameramen, the backstage people, the agents, shit like that. So, hopefully, Hunter maybe and Nick Khan make an announcement tonight or tomorrow. We'll see what happens with that. But anyway, leave me your thoughts and opinions down below. What do you guys think? What might happen with Night of Champions? And that's pretty much it. Alright, guys, I'm going to go watch Monday Night Raw. We're about 4 minutes in. Should be a good show tonight. The go-home show before, hopefully, Saturday afternoons at 1 p.m. Night of Champions with the finals of the Queen and King of the Ring tournament. And we'll see what happens with that. So, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Peace.